National Football League on EA Sports. And the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Fins and the Bills, next on Madden Football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 30. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And his first pass is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua going to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they work this well outfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second and 8. from midfield. Here's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Allen off the play fake. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jalen Phillips coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Flushed out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On play action, here's Tua. Throw right side complete to Carter. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the 22, Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20. And a Dolphin 1st down.
A tight one after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down, Dolphins.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Tua now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
We got this.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's Tua. And he's got his man on the out route. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second and goal, Tua. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up third and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 34. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away.
On the return, it's McKenzie.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Allen now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie.
7 yards, the pickup there.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
To the air, Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. McKenzie returning it.
And he returns this to the 22.
Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll give this to Singletary running right, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing now is Allen. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On play action, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there for the Dolphins.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Singletary again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run now with Gaskin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Not much there, only a yard.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play on the football, especially, before the running back really gets control of it. That's what you're doing. You're also bringing the linebackers in to jam the line of scrimmage, and a safety or two is going to be there as well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, he'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. 1st down and more for Allen. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. A big play there on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, 26 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
They've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point through the snowflake, something good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So Tua and the Dolphins down 10-6, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. On first down, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Tua. This is Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Tua. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Tua to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
from his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now it's the Bills' turn, trailing by a field goal. A little over 50 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Allen. His throw incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And now it's second down. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Allen. And that's complete to McKenzie. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he's got room. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And despite the cold, despite the snow, This one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing two things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out like the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.